Welcome to Synagogues of Pennsylvania, Part 14. In this episode, we look at towns whose name begins with the letter W. Our first stop is in Wallingford, Pennsylvania, at Congregation Ohev Shalom. It is affiliated with the conservative movement. Its rabbi is Jeremy Gerber, and Louis Kaplan is Rabbi Emeritus. Besides Friday night and Saturday morning Shabbat services, there are also services throughout the week in the morning. The congregation has been around in Delaware County for close to 100 years, and its roots even go back further to Chester in the late 1800s. Our next stop is in Warrington at Tiferes B'nai Israel. Their spiritual leader is someone who is still undergoing rabbinic training from the Reconstructionist College, and her name is Dr. Mimi Ferraro. The congregation considers itself independent and unaffiliated. There are weeks when Shabbat services are held both Friday evenings and Saturday mornings, and there are weeks when it is one or the other. The congregation was chartered in 1924 in Bucks County. We move along to Washington, Pennsylvania, and Beth Israel Synagogue. It is the only synagogue in the Washington County area and is also affiliated with the conservative movement. Shabbat services are held on both Friday evenings and Saturday mornings. It has a functioning religious school. Washington County is about 30 miles southwest of Pittsburgh. Its rabbi is David C. Nowitzki. The congregation was founded in 1891. The building that you see here was dedicated in 1955. We move over to Wayne, Pennsylvania, and the Chabad Jewish Center. Actually, Wayne is its mailing address, and its street address is in Devon or Devon, Pennsylvania. Rabbi Yossi Kaplan is its director. Besides Friday evenings and Saturday morning Shabbat services, there is also a Sunday morning minyan. We are now in Chester County, looking at Congregation Beth Chaim with a street address in Malvern, Pennsylvania. It is a Reformed congregation. It has a vibrant religious school. Michelle Perlman is the rabbi. The congregation was established in 1992. There are Friday night Shabbat services and services only on a Saturday morning if it's a special occasion such as a bar or bar mitzvah or a holiday. As the sign reads, our next stop in Westchester is Kesher Israel Congregation. Its spiritual leader is Rabbi Lawrence Troster. Shabbat services are held both Friday evenings and Saturday mornings. Saturday morning junior congregation services are held twice a month for grades 1 through 7. The congregation was started in 1914. It was originally an Orthodox synagogue and changed affiliation to conservative in the 1980s. The building it now uses was erected in 1988. An expanded facility was completed in 2001. Here is a look at the building that was in use by this congregation from 1925 until 1988. Here is the site of another Jewish house of worship in Westchester. It is called Makom Kadosh. It means holy place. It is an independent synagogue. It does not have its own building, but rather rents space in a retreat called Tenemos. Services for Shabbat are held both Friday evenings and Saturday mornings, but we're not sure if it is done on a weekly or rather bi-weekly basis. Elise Seidner Joseph is its rabbi. There had been another house of worship in Westchester called the Ner Tami Jewish Center, which we believe was under Orthodox auspices, but we believe it is now closed. We move on to White Oak, Pennsylvania, and Congregation Gemilas Chesed. It identifies itself as an Orthodox shul. It even has its own mikveh, or ritual bath. It is ensconced in an eruv which permits Orthodox Jews to carry outdoors in public from Friday night through Saturday evening during Shabbat. White Oak adjoins the Squirrel Hill neighborhood of Pittsburgh, which is predominantly where many of the Orthodox Jews live. Moshe Russell is the rabbi. The congregation started in 1886 and moved to this area in 1963. We move on to the final synagogue in this tour, also in White Oak. Temple B'nai Israel is a Reformed congregation. Its rabbi is Paul Tuckman. It began in 1912 in McKeesport. In 2000, the congregation merged with another synagogue, Tree of Life Sfard, and agreed to buy and take over their property. This ends our tour of Synagogues of Pennsylvania. We have done quick snapshots of over a couple hundred synagogues. It is possible to accidentally miss a couple, but we hope we have given you a taste for what exists as the common thread of modern Judaism in the state of Pennsylvania. Still, more states to view, so bye for now and see you real soon.